Hello and welcome back to another video, and today something a bit different to the usual content. We've got a deck profile because this past weekend, or literally just Saturday, I played in the online Treasure Cup and I went 9-1 with Doflamingo, getting myself a 8th place finish, and yeah, super happy with the result. Could have played better, but great day. And yeah, I'm just going to talk you through my deck list and some of the cards I chose. So starting off with the 2k package, 4 Buggy, 4 Croc and 4 Mihawk. I think it's pretty standard. Some people are playing the bounce law, but I feel like these are just better. Croc comes up in the BY matchup if you need to bounce their 2 costs for pudding, which is canking up quite a lot, or just bouncing back like your searchers or your boogies or your Peronas just helps you with that card advantage. Mihawk, I think it is a 5k body. It can sometimes come up against Blackbeard, as it actually has an activate main effect, or not activate main, but when attacking, which obviously Blackbeard can't get rid of. And Buggy is of course just a really good card, synergizes really well with the 4-cost bounce law, not the 2k, but yeah, quite basics there. So 2k is really important, especially in the mirror. You kind of need those 2ks and any of the matchup really. Next up we have Pudding. I chose to run 3. I think 3 is probably the minimum you can run, or can run even, but yeah, extremely important against BY. Kind of won me at least one of the BY matchups, and nearly won me a second. Also good against Bonnie, good against Enel. Really, it's good against any deck. Like if opponents, it forces them to play around Pudding, and if not, they get punished extremely. But yeah, can get you out a lot of sticky situations. It's also good in the mirror if they're taking life aggressively, or just you need to kind of get back into it in a resource war. So yeah, quite an easy pick for me there. I wouldn't go to 4 though. Next up, 4 Perona, extremely standard. Just the card's insane. It lets you use your lead ability that's kind of broken. Play out 4-cost body for 1 Don. If that's Jinbei, you could play out 8 Don's worth of bodies for 1 Don, and Perona just enables that. Once again, has really good synergy with the bounce law, as well as Jozu and other cards like that. So yeah, just I think 4 is a must, to be honest. And same with this next card, Sengoku, another 4 of. The card's insane. It searches for Jinbei, which is the best card in the deck, and it also searches for cards like Weevil and the Bounce Law, which are synergized with Jinbei, which is the best card in the deck. Also searches for Perfume, which can be the best card in the deck in certain circumstances, but it's a searcher. Why would you not run 4 of, especially when it once again synergizes so well with this Bounce Law that I keep talking about. So yeah, a must at 4 in my opinion. I'd run 5 if I could, but yeah, talking about Bounce Law, here he is. Definitely a 4 of. Same with kind of all of these 4-cost bodies. I can talk about them one-on-one or as a whole, but Bounce Law, one of the most important cards in the deck, comes up in every single matchup. Being able to just get away some of their early aggression in every matchup. If it's literally 3-cost Brook, in the mirror it's literally their entire deck. Purple Luffy, it's Zorajuro. BY Luffy, it's Kuzan, it's the babies. This card is so important. You want to see it everywhere. And it also helps you with resource management, being able to bounce back your 1ks or your 1 costs and just use them again and again and again. So you kind of never run out of resources if you use this card to its full extent. So I'd also run 6 of those if I could, maybe. Jinbei, the bread and butter of this deck. Everyone loves to see a Jinbei combo, whether it be with Weevil, Boa, Law, or literally anything. This card is insane. Lets you play out 8 Don worth of value for 4, and with lead ability it's 1 Don. But yeah, this card is crazy. Not much to say about it, apart from it's insane. Yeah, don't play the deck if he wasn't there, basically. 4 Weevil, standard. Card's insane. Draw 1, just helps you keep your resources up. 6k body is extremely important in a lot of matchups because it's 1k more power than 5, which, you know, that's important because it allows 7s to be swung easily. Against Shanks, it means their lead ability isn't free. Against BY, it allows lethal lines just a bit more easily. But yeah, the card's insane, as a lot of these other cards are. So I chose to run 2 Geckos. I think Gecko's kind of the only place you can really find space out of the main, core build of the deck. This card's still really good because it allows you to bring back cards like Jinbei, which is great. So it's basically just another searcher, which searches for your cards, and who doesn't love a searcher? But that's really all there is to it. It's a 5k body at the end of the day, which can be played off lead ability and the rest of your deck, so it's insane. 4 Boa, once again, extremely standard. Really strong card. Allows you to synergize on 4 Don. No, not on 4 Don, on 6 Don. being able to go like Jinbei, Boa, add one to your leader. Extremely normal combo, but also just a blocker which can come up quite a lot. And yeah, the card's extremely strong in this frame of a deck. Next, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, kind of a bit more lenient with the deck. I chose to run 2 Jozu. I've never really gotten the full use of Jozu, so I think that's probably on me for not playing it correctly. But against cards, decks like BY, against the mirror, it's insane. Didn't really see it that much against BY. Instead, I was kind of forced to either pressure them extremely quickly, which happened twice, or kind of play a pudding line and just try and grief their entire hand after forcing them to bounce cards back and take their life. So yeah, Jozu came up a few times, a couple of different matchups. I don't think I would have missed it if I was on 0, but when it did come up, I was happy to see it. But it can also synergize extremely well with this card here, 3 of 2 cost each. This card is insane. Basically allows you to do your leader effect for free, kind of. You can play it at 4 cost, and then for 1 on, play it another 4 cost with lead ability. So yeah, on 7 you can go like Jozu into Teach. So in the mirror that's extremely strong, but I mean in any matchup that's extremely strong. Being able to bounce your opponent's 5 drop and then play out, I don't know if it's a Jinbei Weevil or Jinbei Boa or literally even just Weevil, it's extremely strong. You're developing a 7k, you're also adding a card back to your hand and then playing out another body with this while also being able to swing 7k, which is just extremely too much amount of value. Teach also synergizes with this next card. I mean, Teach synergizes with the entire deck, but specifically Gravity Blade I chose to run 2 of. I mean, I could argue to go to 3. This card was really good, especially against decks like BY. Bonnie it's also good against, but I mean it comes up in any matchup. The trigger, also bottom deck of 5 cost, is extremely relevant in basically any matchup. But yeah, if you choose to go second in the mirror, which I think I would, I prefer second in the mirror. I went 3 for 3 on mirrors, so you know, you could take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, on 8 Dawn you can go Gravity Blade into leader ability, swing 7, and kind of just clears your opponent's entire board, unless they're like Purple Leaf, they ramped ahead or something like that. But yeah, card's really good. And then I chose to only run 1 Perfume. I think 2 was greedy, but I mean there was 1 game against BY, my only loss. If I had double Perfume I would have won the game, but like, I mean you could say that about any card. If you had, you know, just that 1 extra copy and you would have seen it. But Perfume's extremely solid. I think you have to run at least 1 because the threat of it is extremely big. Against any deck this card can come up, but it's mostly against BY. But I mean any good BY player will play around it, so you could argue you don't actually need to run it, but in my opinion you should still run it. And then the card I'm least happy with, Kaido. I didn't see this card once, to be honest, so I can't really comment on it too much. But yeah, I mean if it came up then I probably would have played it, but I don't know. I didn't even, if I had this card I don't think I would have played it, because in the matches I played against BY I had to go first in all of them, so I lost every dice roll against a BY. But so I didn't really have that opportunity on 10 Dawn to actually drop this Kaido. But for me this would be the card I'd take out, unless you're expecting 10 BY and you're choosing to go second. But yeah, for me I'd take this card out for maybe a 3rd Jozu, a 3rd Grav Blade, maybe even a 4th Teach. But talking about my matchups, I played 3 Doffy, 3 BY, 1 Teach, 1 Black Purple Luffy, 1 Pluffy, and I can't remember the last one. That might even be 10, I don't know. But yeah, it was a really good day. I played pretty well. I think only a couple games I kind of thought, yeah, I should have done that better, but they were small mistakes and kind of in the moment they're hard decisions to make. So yeah, my opponents were great. Shout out to all of my opponents, really friendly and fun to play against. I played against Giovanni, my favourite One Piece player, so I kind of fanboyed him, but we actually got the dub, so really happy with that. And yeah, see you guys about, hopefully bring back another top. I think my brother's playing this upcoming Treasure Cup, so hopefully he can bring back a placement there. But yeah, see you in the next one.